Pushed by higher food and fuel prices, as well as the impact of rupee depreciation, India's wholesale price inflation, which acts as a proxy for producers' prices, accelerated to a record high this November. The wholesale price index-based inflation rose to 14.23% against 12.54% in October. This is the highest WPI rate in the 2011-12 series and has remained in double digits for the 8th consecutive month. Fuel and power inflation reached 39.81%, while manufactured product prices rose 11.92%. The number has raised fears that this may translate into elevated retail inflation in the short term. The retail or the consumer price-based inflation, which is the main indicator monitored by the Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee, rose 4.91% in November. The central bank expects retail inflation to be at 5.1% for the October to December period, and its communication shows it is comfortable with that number. The central bank left interest rate unchanged at a record low of 4%, with Governor Shaktikanta Das stressing that RBI's overarching priority at this stage is revival of growth. India's economy expanded 8.4% in the second quarter, the fastest pace among major economies. Higher retail inflation may scuttle the central bank's effort to boost growth by keeping interest rates low. But Bibek Debroy, chairman of the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister, says WPI inflation is not a cause for concern.
That if one is thinking of growth and if one is thinking of inflation, I would be more concerned with the revival of growth and how robust is that revival of growth. I do not think the inflation numbers, despite what was said about the WPI, the inflation numbers are that worrying today. After all, there is the MPC, and the MPC will decide its own trade-offs in terms of what is important growth vis-a-vis inflation. Personally, I will not be worried that much about inflation right now.
Companies are slowly turning comfortable in passing on the higher input costs to customers as domestic demand picks up. Several FMCG companies like Hindustan Unilever, ITC and Parle Products have effected price hikes in October and November to ease margin pressures. The expectation of a strong demand recovery has provided optimism for companies. KBS Anand, the former CEO of Asian Paints, echoed Debroy's view that inflation is not a worry if the growth sustains.
Inflation is essentially because of a lot of global factors, shortages and supply side situation. Since it affects almost equally within the industry, it impacts everybody equally. Per se, it shouldn't make a difference if in the medium term growth continues. Mm-hmm. If demand continues and growth continues, inflation is absorbed. Mm-hmm. The problem occurs if for any reason demand is not there and there's excess production capacity and people want to sell whatever they have, then inflation hurts. It hurts the seller. It also hurts the buyer. So inflation is a real-time problem, but I think it's more of a short-term problem in a country like India, where we have been on an ongoing basis growing year on year, last couple of decades, an average of 7-8% per annum. Inflation gets absorbed simply through the efficiency you get of scale, mm-hmm. both in manufacturing, in purchase, in overheads, etc. As scale increases, you can absorb some of the cost of inflation.
Asian Paints and Berger Paints have hiked prices by as much as 20% this fiscal as they expect strong demand going forward. The gap between wholesale and retail inflation has been widening in the recent months, indicating that companies are yet to pass on input cost inflation. But a softening of crude oil prices and the excise duty cut on fuel may help in controlling inflationary pressures on households. For now, the only thing that is masking the pain of inflation and giving the industry and policymakers a feeling of comfort is India's expected high economic growth.
For more news, views, and updates, subscribe to Business Standard on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Also follow us on YouTube, Vimeo, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn.